I had the Peacock network for a little while longer, so I kind of was looking through their movie section, and they had one of these movies that was nominated for a bunch of Oscars called Tar. Have you heard of this movie?
I think, yeah, I've heard of it.
So it's a Cate Blanchett movie. Her character's name is Lydia Tar, and like this movie was weird. I found it a little bit frustrating because like. From a technical perspective, like it's well made, and like she's a great actress, like Cate Blanchett. I don't know if she's ever like turned in a performance that wasn't good, so it's enjoyable on that level. But the thing is, I'm not sure this movie knew what it wanted to be because, like, on one hand, it's kind of like a commentary on like cancel culture and wokeism. So basically, like the premise is like she's this world-renowned like orchestra conductor, but like. As the movie goes along, like you learn that like she's a lesbian and like she's been basically giving people in like preferential treatment for sexual favors, basically, you know, and also like we find out that she completely destroyed this one girl's life. We don't get the details on it, but I'm assuming like she wouldn't do what she wanted her to do, you know, so she just like destroyed her career. And so you get that aspect of it, which is kind of interesting. And then there's also like a little bit of like commentary on like wokeism. Like there's an early scene where she like teaches this class and like one of her students is like very dismissive of this like certain conductor because it's like, oh, he's just like this old white guy. And I, you know, and she kind of like, you know, makes this kid like walk out of the class basically after like kind of like tells him off about being so dismissive, you know. And so like there's interesting like scenes like that in the movie. But then the thing that like kind of bugged me was at one point in the movie, well, a couple points in the movie, she kind of starts seeing these like strange things. And I think we're like supposed to I think it's supposed to be kind of vague as to whether like she like her guilt and stuff is making her see these things or if possibly there's other people in the story like messing with her. But the thing is eventually it just kind of drops that whole storyline and it never answers the question. So it's like it's kind of like why introduce that if you're not going to do anything with it kind of.
Right.
I don't know. So this movie, it felt a little all over the place to me. So I don't know. I would maybe give it a 6 out of 10 just for like Cate Blanchett's performance and like some of the dialogue. But like that part of it bothered me and I found it frustrating just because I'm like, why introduce this if you're not going to do anything satisfying with it? You know,
give us some sort of closure.
Yeah, because at one point I was like, oh, this movie is like turning into a thriller that I didn't expect it to be. But then I'm like, oh, it really isn't. And so I was like, that seemed like a waste of time. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody out there has seen Tar, maybe I just misinterpreted that part of the movie. So please comment and let me know.